Today, Rich begins with his first speech from the Technical Presentations Manual. His objective is to explain how color works in art and nature. This is a full-day class Rich does in his art workshops, condensed to 8 to 10 minutes. Please welcome Rich Fischer to explain understanding color as quickly as possible. Thank you, Rich.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
A quick question for you. How many of you here actually stop and look at fine art and understand color and how it works in a painting? Show of hands. Okay. How many of you here are actually paid artists to be artists? Okay, very good. No, very good. We are all artists. Everybody in this room is artists, just like everybody in this room is a salesperson. Think about that for a minute. You're a salesperson. You had to sell yourself to get a job. You have to sell yourself to your spouse. You sell yourself to your family. You sell yourself day in and day out to make friends. We are all born salespeople. But you know what? You're also born artists. Think about that. You have to get up in the morning and coordinate what you wear by the colors that you choose to wear. Am I wrong? You have to go into your house and design it and organize it the way you want it to be and color coordinate your house. That is your artistic license. That's what you are as an artist. How much you use your artistic license is totally up to you. Now, I am an impressionistic realist artist. Okay, what does that mean? That means that I create impressions with color to create a realistic view of what it is I want you to look at. I use impressions so that your mind will make up the rest of what it is I'm trying to show. And I will share with you, I've been commissioned by a hotel up in Cave Creek to do a bunch of Western paintings for the hotel. This painting I started on Saturday, but this is a good indication of what impressionistic art is. And if you look at this halfway done painting, from the distance that you're looking from, I'm hoping that you can see 4 horses and a cowboy, some trees, and a mountain. Am I correct? But what I want to do is send this around and just quickly take a look at how impressionistic it really is. The brush strokes are ugly when it's close up. And most paintings are ugly at a close range. In a museum, you'll notice there's usually a line that's 6 feet away from a painting. It's not only there to keep you from touching artwork, but it's there and designed to keep you at a distance where you appreciate the impressionistic viewpoint of a painting. In my particular style of painting, there are 4 aspects to create a good landscape painting. The first one is tonal value. The second one is color harmony. The third one is composition, and the 4th one is the subject matter. So in this painting, I would like to go through, this is a painting I do for a class, and I want to explain tonal value. Have you been driving down the highway and you can see way off in the distance the mountains are diffused and kind of bluish in color, and what happens is blue light waves are longer than any other light wave. So the mountain range way off in the distance is going to have kind of a blue, cool cast to it. As things get closer to you, red light waves are shorter. Everything that gets close to you is warmer. So in a landscape painting, what you want to have is a value change. So I'm going to go through with you the value changes. You've got value number 1, value number 2, value 3, value 4, value 5, value 6, and value 7. I have 7 different tonal values in this painting to take you from the front of it to the back of it. Okay, that's what tonal value is. The second one, color harmony. Color harmony is created with primary colors. So there's 3 primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. With these 3 colors and black and white, you can create any color in the spectrum. Millions of different colors with these 3 colors. Color harmony in a good painting is the balance between warm and cool. If you get it too cool, it doesn't look right. If you get it too warm, it doesn't look right. You have to have a balance about 20% in the middle to get it right. So to balance off a red color, the complement would be green. So that would be a combination of the other two primary colors to create the balance for red. Red's warm, green is cool. Yellow's complementary color is purple. So that is the combination of the other two primary colors. Yellow's warm and purple is cool. Blue is cool, orange is warm. That is color harmony. A quick question for you. Black and white. How many believe black and white is a color? Show of hands. Okay, very good. Black and white are not colors. They are both devoid of color. They're called abstracts, but they're quite necessary in a painting to get tonal value. You mix all three primary colors in their purest form and you get a black color. And if you notice, in this painting, you might consider some areas that have a black color. I do not use any black. These are all made. I make it with burnt umber, ultramarine blue, and purple. And I don't use pure white. You never use pure white in an artistic painting. If you do, it looks like chalk because it's devoid of color. All highlight has to be tinted one way or another for it not to look like an illustration. Illustrations commonly use black and white to illustrate, like it's a very cartoonish look. But in fine art painting, that's not going to work. So in this painting, I used the dark colors as blue, purple, and brown to create my dark colors. Now, the color harmony comes in, the green is offset by the purple, you can see here, and it's also offset by some of the red to give it the color harmony. Now, the next one is the composition. If you've got a painting that's got water in the painting and the horizon line, the water is going at an angle, your eye is going to run off of the painting with the water. As a trick, as an artist, there's actually crooked water in this painting, but what we do to trick you is to put in eye stoppers. These eye stoppers keep your eye from going and drifting off the page where this line is actually crooked in the painting. But also, compositionally, I've got a zigzag motion to take you back to the back of the painting, where I invariably want you to go and spend time enjoying a painting. So that is the composition of the painting. The next one is the subject matter. Now, I am what you would consider an existential painter. What that means is I like people to think about the paintings that I do. I want you to look at my paintings and think of what it is I'm painting, an object, a place, a person, whatever it is. I want you to think about that. And a lot of you know me. I have a kind of a warped sense of humor at times. And I ended up doing I get the good laughs. Thank you. This hotel that I'm doing up in Cave Creek has got 12 new hotel rooms that they're going to be adding. So the first room, the guy said, we want this to be the cowboy party room. And I said, okay, great. I'll come up with some ideas for you on a cowboy party room. So this is one out of 3 of them that I've got done so far that I will share with you. And this is my painting with some humor in it. This happens to be a glass of beer, and this is, and so he's been drinking, and he's drunk, and he's do you get my humor in this painting? It's not a drunken burro. This is a drunken ass. Okay? That is existential humor. But notice here as well, I've got the cool blue, and I've got the warm orange. That is the compositional value of creating a good painting that makes it interesting to look at and makes it look professional. In summary, I can do an entire day's speech on color, but you use it every day. Hopefully, a little bit of understanding goes into how that works out now, especially with the primary colors. You look at the sky when you see a beautiful Arizona sunset and you see that vibrant orange. Look at the blue next to it. It's the exact opposite on the color spectrum. That's why in art it works with nature as well. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.